As long as you're okay with me drinking, then that all right.
We're recording. There you go. There's Sippy Poo number one.
Little sippy poo.
Sippy Poo number one. Josh, how are you? Welcome to Sunday night,
I'm good, Cole.
week
Thanks for having me.
week 3. We're
Yeah,
here. I'm uh I'm I'm losing once again, but
you are. Yeah,
but my
that's
uh
okay.
but my projection right now is point 0.3 above Fola, so I have a shot. I have a shot.
Fulla's dark horse rookie MVP right now in the Bo Jackson League
He's 2 and
because
0.
yeah, I have no idea
He's 2.
how either.
His team's
Uh,
not bad.
no, and McCaffrey is because you know I love him. McCaffrey's
Yeah,
got
he had a pretty decent game. 20
yeah,
points.
yep. And I didn't realize that he had Russell Wilson, but I know you pointed this out last week.
Yeah.
Uh, his nickname is Kent,
It
so I think
is. It is.
he's playing for Kenny.
It's bombs away still. His little logo is still boom. It's like a little boom.
Yeah.
But he's 2 and 0. He's tied for first right now. He had Russell Wilson this week, McCaffrey, and Odell, who all did pretty good. So, I'm in trouble.
Odell's ankle is healed,
Yeah, yeah.
but so you had Dalvin Cook go off.
I had Dalvin
Um,
Cook. He had a decent game. Rogers and Nelson had a couple TDs together. So,
so who I didn't watch the end of that. Who won the Packers
oh
game?
boy, Josh.
It went to overtime.
It did. And you know what? Rogers
What?
did exactly what Rogers does.
Pick six.
No.
Ah.
Free play.
Oh, you kidding me?
He jumped Cincinnati. Free play. Hit Geronimo Allison for about 70 something yards. And
Oh, they
then
did it.
Mason Crosby had like a little chip shot field goal to win it.
I kind of shut it off, thinking, okay, I was riding high on the Bears.
Yeah. No, I mean, two over. So it's kind of interesting because they're both on short rest this week.
Yeah.
And they play each other Thursday night. Both had overtime games. So we're in for one sloppy matchup, I have a feeling, on Thursday night when the Bears and Packers play each other this week. So
This is the Bears Super Bowl right here. All right. It's coming early this year.
Green Bay has no offensive line right now. So
No.
if you're gonna beat them, now is the chance. Because Rodgers got sacked, I think 6 or 7 times today. It was a shit show.
Yeah, they were up early, so I turned it off. But did you watch the Bears at all?
I did.
Because
that was
so
fun.
you're,
It was a fun game.
it was a great game. I at this point, I feel weird because it's like, aren't we supposed to be tanking? You know.
Well, I mean, it's one win, right? Let's not get too excited here, but but I think you got a sure thing, and I mean we've been talking about Tariq Cohen for 3 weeks now. Again,
Yeah.
big game.
Yep.
I mean, he had an amazing week 1. Week 2, not so hot, but week 3, Jordan Howard, they kept putting him in for whatever reason, even though he was clearly injured. So that probably wasn't the smartest move by John Fox, but
he kept coming in and out, and it's like, what are you doing?
the guy's holding his arm after every play. You're good. You're good. He's good. He had the game-winning touchdown. He like 20 was it, like a 25-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, that was a sick run. Greg asked me Cohen or Howard, and I said Howard's hurt. Play Cohen.
Why
it's
not
his
both?
team.
Why not
But
both?
yeah, I mean, in a timeshare like that, both of them are going to get their touches and go off because, again, Glennon is – I saw a picture of him on Twitter and, like, his neck. I keep waiting for that thing to fall off.
I mean, my friend made a comment that so they posted like a Thursday night matchup side by side, Rodgers and Glennon. And Glennon's like holding a football. He's got his football pose, and Rodgers just standing there. My friend was like, they had to show him holding the football, or everyone would think it was a giraffe. Like, he wasn't playing football.
There was a tweet by an ESPN dude that said "Live look at the Bears huddle," and it was a picture of a giraffe.
I mean, he can see above the defensive lineman, man, above the trees. He's above
at this
canopy.
point. Right. At this point, like, great win, but we're waiting for Mitch.
That was fun, though. I mean, it was fun.
It was a weird game, to be honest. Well, okay. So everybody blew up about the play where the guy they blocked the kick and Cooper picked it up and he stopped it was
that was the bearsiest fucking play I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was gross. And run it out and celebrate, okay?
Yeah.
Don't slow down at the 5-yard line.
Well, it's like it's like one of those things Deshaun Jackson did a few years back, where you just like toss the ball or whatever before you hit the goal line.
It was gross, disgusting. So it could have been better. We wouldn't even have had to really go to overtime, but it worked out in the end, So 1 win. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. They're playing. They're competitive in all 3 games. I'd say they've been pretty competitive for the most part. So something to hang my hat on, I guess. It's going to be a weird year. So it seems like half the league is like scoring a lot of points, and the other half of our league is just complete dog shit.
We were building up Kevin McCush last week because he destroyed me.
Did he fall back to earth?
He's back in the pooper right now.
He needs 0.9 points for 69 points.
His projection is an 88 right now, so that's not gonna do her.
That's awful. Yeah. On the flip side, though, John Rowe is looking like a juggernaut.
John Rowe. So far, you and John Rowe have been the 2 consistent teams. So congratulations to you both, and Fola. But I'm probably more afraid of John Rowe and Josh Klein than anyone else right now, to be completely honest.
Well, here's the thing. Tariq Cohen, Kareem Hunt keeps going off. And that's what I need to sustain this, because Terrence West isn't doing anything. I was like plugging and praying with
what is Puggle
Mara.
Is Puggle hacking up a lung?
No, that's Christy on the stove, and I told her to be quiet, but she's banging away. The reason we're starting this later, it's okay, honey. I love you very much. Have Meredith stop by later.
Say hi to Christy.
Hey, Christy. You're live on the show right now. We love you. Small beginnings right now, but the reason we're starting this later is because we were working on some tomato sauce. Christy got a bunch of tomatoes from one of her private students.
A Sunday sauce?
Sunday sauce. We made some gravy. We're having spaghetti dinner as soon as this wraps up. But Devontae Parker got a garbage touchdown at the end, like to end the game. That rolled in. Rona's playing guys at his flex that were on the practice squad a week ago. I feel bad for him. Yeah. But Kamara is catching balls, not very much, like serviceable, 13 points. Mike Evans didn't do much.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz, pretty average game. But everybody, I mean, like, if everybody in your slot is getting a double-digit kind of return, then you're already doing pretty good. Yeah. So.
Yep. Consistency is key, and it's hard to find right now.
Absolutely, because my running backs are terrible right now. Yeah. I mean, Doug Baldwin finally had a good game.
Yep.
But other than that, like Terrence West is looking like the odd man out all of a sudden, and everyone else, I don't know. So, but
I got receiver problems more than anything else. I'm doing okay with Dalvin Cook and Zeke, but we need some boys to catch some balls. So if anyone wants to trade out there, we may be able to talk.
I might start shopping Doug Baldwin because he finally had a good game.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna plant that seed right now and then
live.
Walk away.
Okay. Well, we can talk. We can talk trade. Because I would love Doug Baldwin.
Yeah, that would be good. I didn't believe in him, but that's who I had at that pick. So
I don't know if I have anyone you really want, but we'll see. We can talk tomorrow.
I can't remember if I think Todd Gurley went after me.
Okay.
But I don't know if you watched the Thursday night game. He had a killer game. I didn't watch it. The Color Rush, though, I saw the jerseys and then tuned out. Did you like them?
I was not a big fan of the – weren't the Rams just in, like, mustard yellow? Isn't that their –
Those were cool. You didn't like them?
Yeah.
I did.
I don't –
Todd Gurley –
Yeah, go ahead.
Todd Gurley went right after Doug Baldwin.
Okay.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah. So it's like, the sophomore slump, right? And now he's looking back to form. So it is amazing.
That's exactly it.
It's amazing that pattern actually is a thing. It seems to really be a thing where year 2. So like Kareem Hunt, don't draft him next year because
no, for sure. It's the post-hype sleeper.
Yeah. So I'll draft him, and then it'll be a mistake. So that's
it's the Anthony Thomas problem.
Yeah.
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 Don't draft him.
Michael Thomas as well. He actually had an okay game today, but he's been struggling a little bit year 2 so far.
I saw him grab a touchdown. That Saints game was kind of strange. I was only getting highlights of it from it naturally, but they beat the Panthers, right? I mean,
they did.
Yeah.
I mean, the Saints were looking pretty bad the first 2 weeks, so that's kind of a big win for them for sure.
Absolutely.
So Josh,
Cole,
what else we talking about today? Who had a big game today? Who's on your list of like, man, I wish I would have got him? Is Todd Gurley?
Well, I guess
is that Gurley?
Todd Gurley.
Yeah.
Maybe T.Y. Hilton.
Okay.
In this league, Stephon Diggs, because I got him in every other league.
Yeah, he had another big day today.
Yeah.
He had two TDs, I think, today.
Yep.
Minnesota's looking pretty good. The North actually looks pretty decent so far. Detroit's been good, even though they lost like last second today or whatever. I don't know if you watched the highlights of that, but Golden Tate had a touchdown that they determined wasn't inbounds like right at the end of the game, and they would have beat the Falcons. But
it was like the Titans-Rams Super Bowl.
Right.
He fell short, right?
You gotta stretch
his
him
knee
out,
came
man.
down.
Stretch him out.
What? Excuse you?
Stretch him out. You gotta stretch.
Yeah.
Stretch him.
Dalvin Cook. I wish I had Dalvin Cook. I was super high on the rookie offensive players, man. All the running backs. Joe Mixon though isn't doing anything really.
He had an okay game today against Green Bay. He definitely.
He did.
He started. He had the most touches. That's for sure. I think he carried the ball like he had to be close to 20 carries for the day. So they're definitely starting to get him more involved. So I'm thinking maybe, you're gonna see him start becoming more trade bait, or people are gonna start playing him more and more. So he's getting more involved.
One guy that I wish that I had drafted,
yes,
who I became aware existed today, was Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah,
he's
that's a fun name to say, isn't
it? I said, what? He's a wide receiver on the Steelers.
I know.
Probably like a third or fourth stringer. Oh my gosh, how fun would his name be able to say?
Juju B. Like the candies.
Love that candy, but they tear out your fillings.
Oh man,
it's awful.
It's the worst. It's a dentist's dream. Or nightmare, depending on how you're looking at it.
That's right, yeah.
So we usually do this too, where we talk about game predictions. So what do we got left? We got Raiders, Washington.
They're climbing towards halftime, I think.
Okay. You actually got a clock behind you, so people got some perspective of what time it is.
I don't know if that clock's right.
I think it is. It's about 8:18 on a Sunday night.
Looks good.
It's
right there.
I think Oakland comes back. I do. Even though it's
So you're gonna parlay this. You're gonna parlay this into an Oakland comeback, basically. Because I got the game. Do you have the game on?
I had it on my phone, but my phone died, so I don't currently. It's coming back here. What's the score?
No idea. I think the Redskins are up.
Okay. And then who we got tomorrow? We got Dallas and who?
Dallas and the Cardinals. Okay. So
well, that'll be fun.
You think the Raiders are going to turn around and come back and win this?
I do.
I
have yet to get a game wrong on making predictions here.
Are you laying money down on these bets?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you should. Holy cow. Okay. Just because I have Kirk Cousins in a few leagues.
Yeah.
I'll stick with the Redskins.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And then I don't know how you'd have to pick the Cowboys tomorrow.
Well, I'm hoping for a big Zeke day, so I gotta go Cowboys.
Yeah, maybe they wake up and turn it around, right? Are they 0-2 or 1-1?
I think they're 1-1. Everyone was giving Zeke a hard time for quitting. I mean, he had a god awful week last week, so hopefully he
giving him an off week. I don't know that's acceptable.
Hopefully he has a bounce back game. Who did Jared Cook just catch the ball? That's points, Josh. Jared Cook.
I saw points. I got the scoreboard up. I saw your team flash. I wanted to let you know. So Fulla's got another guy going on tomorrow, or what's going on here?
He's got Witten. He's got Witten tomorrow. He's got Hopkins. He's got Hopkins, and he's got old man Witten.
So you need Jared Cook to score a couple touchdowns here.
Yeah, that would be great. The thing that I love that Witten does is the man is slow as molasses, but as soon as he catches the ball, irregardless of anyone's around him, he'll hold out the arm, stiff arm. Watch him. Watch him next time he catches the ball. His arm immediately goes out. He's ready to put it on someone's face. He's
perfected that.
That is his move.
Yeah, because he's perfected that.
He has no other ability to get away from anyone. So he just is just gonna pancake.
Well, hey man, that's like Jordan's fadeaway. It prolongs the career.
It does.
Jason Witten's one of my all-time favorite fantasy players ever.
I mean, he's all-time yards, receptions for Dallas history or something. I mean, there's a lot of players there. You got the old Michael Irvin.
No, yeah, Michael Irvin for sure. Yeah. Well.
Yeah,
I'm watching the Raiders with the ball.
Rona's a little rough this week, huh? Poor guy. He lost David Johnson.
Yeah, there's no way he climbed back from that, really. So, Sarah with 146 up on Eilers. I don't know. I look at her team and
who someone played amazing on Thursday night for Sarah.
Todd Gurley.
Yeah, it was Todd Gurley. You're right.
But then you look at the rest of the roster, and I ask myself, how?
Well, Kelvin Benjamin got hurt today, right? For Carolina.
Looks like Kelvin and Julio.
Huh. I didn't know Julio got hurt. I know Kelvin Benjamin got hurt though.
And Eilers had Diggs on the bench, so can't blame him though. With Bradford out, like there's no point in playing him, so you can't prepare for that.
Yeah.
Greg had Howard on the bench, felt bad, steered him in the wrong direction.
Well, who did he play over Howard?
He played Cohen, I believe.
Well, Cohen still, I mean, if he would have, so that last touchdown that didn't count, that actually ended up going to Howard, can we both agree that Cohen did not step out of bounds?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
It was a bad
call.
Was close. Yeah, for sure. That was a close play. Yeah.
I think Thursday is going to be a very sloppy game, but it could be fun just because they're going to both go off of, like, absolutely no rest. They both had to play in the heat today. They have 3 days to prep, rest, practice. I don't even know. When you have that big of a turnaround, what do? You just go do a walkthrough or something? I don't imagine you actually have rigorous practice or anything like that. But
no, you go out partying and chug a bunch of water.
Yeah, party water. What is your thought? We haven't really talked about this ever. What is your thought in general on the Thursday games? Do you like them? Do you not like them?
I like it because it gives me an extra day of football. But other than that, the matchups have been pretty awful. I mean,
the product they put out
last Thursday was last Thursday was a fun, exciting game. I didn't really watch it, but overall, I mean, the football just. I've been into the games, watching them just because it's here. Yeah. But even right now, I mean, it's halfway through the second quarter, it's 7-0. It's
Yeah.
just been, I don't know.
Has been very
I don't know how you combat that, but I'm a fan. But what about you?
I'm kind of in the same camp as you that I mean, obviously I love football, so I'm happy that there's more football, but in the same vein, it's like if I I feel like Monday night there's like that was a special thing, like years like growing up, that was like a special
Right,
like
right.
holy shit, we get one more day of football. It's kind of amazing. Now it doesn't feel like I don't feel the same about Monday night now that there's like a few days later there's a Thursday night game, which I know is
A little
probably going to be
watered down.
shitty.
Yeah,
So I
right.
I could probably, if the product was going to be better, I could be patient and wait. I know it's just a money grab, really.
For sure.
Um so
Monday night.
mixed feelings, right? Like I like more football, but if it's not going to
Yeah,
be as good as waiting a few days, getting the players rested, getting them ready to go, I could wait for sure.
for sure. Monday night was so special growing up.
It was.
You'd
It was like a
get ready
tradition.
for it.
Yeah.
Hank Williams is back. You'd
Oh
pop
boy.
on the Hank Williams.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
primetime football, and they were always good games.
Trump's
I don't
America.
understand why. Not at all.
Trump's America.
I don't
Hank
know.
Williams comes back.
I don't know why Monday night games are so competitive and Thursday games just fall flat, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
But you got to think of those color rush jerseys. Green Bay, I imagine they're going to wear their all white again, which
Yeah.
it's pretty ugly. I don't really like it.
Does that mean the Bears are going to be just lit orange or something?
Aren't they? Didn't they just go straight blue last time?
I hope not. What's the point?
I did like the old orange jerseys the Bears used to wear. Those are kind of cool. I like today's too. They had the Monsters of the Midway jerseys on today.
I love those jerseys, man. The blue
Yeah,
with the orange numbers.
yeah.
Those are slick for sure.
And they had the helmets without the decals on them. They were just blue. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Um,
good stuff.
good stuff. So, do we want to talk about any of the political stuff today? I don't really particularly want to get into the whole national anthem thing, but um, I think it's interesting at least that the owners are at least at face value siding with the players and letting them kind of express themselves how they feel that they need to.
Yeah,
I,
I think they have to almost because I mean I was thinking about it today, just watching some of that stuff. A lot of people were kneeling. A lot of people were. What I liked was locked in arms and standing in unison. And I mean, at its core, I'm happy that people are able to express themselves, and I think that's important. However they want to do it, I appreciate the guys that were standing in unity, locked in arms and stuff.
Yeah.
The Steelers in the Bears game didn't come out, but the one guy that was out in the tunnel was a former special forces guy, I believe.
Villanueva.
Yeah. So I think what it boils down to is that everybody should be able to do what they want, and the fact that I think if I was like a third round pick playing in the NFL, I would still stand. But I think it's important for people, especially for the brotherhood of the football league, to stand in unison, because I think what the president said today and the last couple of days was just out of line in general, So
yeah, I totally agree with you. The only thing I would add to that, and I agree with pretty much everything you said, I didn't understand. So I think it makes more of a statement to link arms and be present. To just not show up was a little bit weird to me in general.
yeah,
To not express anything that doesn't show. I don't know. I didn't like and the Steelers did it. I think two other teams. I don't know who did that, but I heard there was a total of 3 teams that decided not to be part of the anthem. I feel like it would have made more of a statement to actually be out there, right?
Touchdown Redskins.
Touchdown Redskins. Who?
Yeah, Vernon Davis. Rona's got him. No. Yeah, no. I agree, and
I thought that was a little
do
odd.
something. I guess
I thought that was a little odd, but I digress.
I'm just, ever since September 11th, right? It's been so. It's been a politically correct world, but more importantly, it's just been more important to the cliche saying is support the troops, not the war, whatever conflict they're in. So I think that's key, and I like to thank servicemen for their service.
Totally.
I'm sure everyone's grandpa was in the armed forces.
Right.
That was the thing to do, and so somebody, not necessarily for lack of a better term, somebody taking my place, but somebody serving, so I don't necessarily have to, I guess. It's it's appreciative and it's going above and beyond it. So I just don't.
You got the blue.
I don't think
you got the Blue Angels over your right shoulder.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think like kneeling is necessarily the best way to do it. I mean, I support the flag and everything it stands for, whatever. But Trump's going down a terrible avenue where he's just kind of attacking people, and it spreads to the NBA as well.
Right.
The whole pulling the invitation to a White House that the Warriors weren't like planning on going anyways. It was just, it is what it is. But good to see in the NFL,
Yeah,
I mean,
I believe in freedom of expression. So, I
Right.
feel like the players they should be allowed to do whatever they want. I mean, as long as there's a limit. Obviously, I don't think any of them are showing disrespect. I just think that they're, right or wrong, doing the thing that they feel that needs to be done. So
For sure.
it's I don't think there's any right or wrong answer besides Trump just speaking out of his ass like all the time. So,
Okay.
and making a complete fool of himself and a complete kind of mockery of what the country and the political system stands for. So, yeah, fantasy football, it's fun.
Boo! This is a nonpartisan podcast.
Nonpartisan.
So you're climbing up. You got Ezekiel tomorrow. You're looking good. Your wife is beating Dan Hesse because
right.
He doesn't know how to manage a team.
Meredith's gonna be 2-1.
Greg, oh boy,
Greg's in trouble.
Battle of the unbeatens. Greg's in trouble. McCush back. Every other week he's bad.
Next week.
John Rowe looking strong.
Fulla
Serpavula,
Fulla is the
versus Matt Eilers.
Is the I don't know. I did not expect
Dark Horse Rookie of the Year
for sure. And if he goes 3-0, I'm gonna be kind of happy for him, even if he beats me.
Shows up late, drafts out an iPad.
Yeah, totally.
I love those players.
I love it.
And Kareem Hunt just keeps doing what he's doing.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I think we can officially say Kareem Hunt was a steal. Where you got him, I think that is safe to say. I mean, injuries can always happen, but in a healthy state, we know the dude's for real. I think that's safe to say.
It's a perfect situation.
Yeah.
He had another, I think, 50-yard touchdown run.
Yeah,
I play in a league.
60-something yard, I think, actually, like 65-yarder.
Not that it matters, but I play in a league that gives bonuses for those. So he went off the chain. So yeah,
Kansas City's fun. They're good. They're really good. They're like those. They remind me of that, like, quote, old school football, right? Like grind it out, hard nosed, like defensive, like run the ball, like it works every once in a while. Like it doesn't seem to. Teams like that seem to do great for a limited time before they hit the playoffs, and then Tom Brady comes in and does his bullshit. But every once in a while, teams like that can rise above. So I hope they can. So far they have definitely looked the most impressive out of any team, I think.
For sure.
So they've been fun to watch. All right, man.
Sure.
We want to wrap this one up. So
Thanks for coming on the show. Sorry we didn't have any guests.
Well,
we'll try to get their courage up next week.
You better save me some Sunday sauce. I expect a tough.
I will. And we should do a bonus coverage for the Bears-Packers game Thursday.
Okay. Thursday night? Sure. We can do that.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Thanks for coming on.
Have a good night. Go Raiders.
Have a good
they're
Sunday
down
night.
by 14, so my streak could go to...
Later, buddy.
All right. Have a good night.